Okay, all right. So we are recording right away. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the energy in the here. Thank you, Elijah, so Godwin for helping. I can see Afe, I can see Samadewale, I can see Adela Nosore, I can see Akinodi Rachel, I can see Godwin, Singafe, yeah, Udofa, Richard Monday. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, thank you for coming around. Thank you for prioritizing your learning track. All right. Yeah, so let me quickly, say this. I say after saying that, it's music, So we're taught that, music is when that wave, that sound is pleasing to the ear. All right. I know he's a music person. Afe is a music person from what I gathered. Okay, so I was yesterday, I was the section, what were the lessons learned? And I saw people's reaction on the group, that was encouraging, that was awesome. Good. So we will dive into today's class, and I'll just quickly take us through recap of yesterday. In short, let me just ask one of us to take us through that. Yep, Akinoli Rachel, please go ahead and tell us what you learned yesterday and what stood out for you. So do that within just 1 minute. And while we wait for Abdulhamid Mukhtar also to prepare to take it from Rachel, then Adewale Sam should also wait to take it. So let's have those three and we are good. So go ahead, unmute yourself, Rachel, and let me hear you. What stood out for you yesterday? What were the things that you learned? All right, go ahead.
All right, good evening, everyone. I'm Rachel. So what stood out for me yesterday was, I think, was the introductory part. It was quite engaging in the fact that I got to know that anyone can become a product manager in the sense that you don't actually have to have all the experience, but it's something you can work on once you have the capacity to grow, like you have the growth mindset. And also discovered that a project manager don't work alone, they work in a team. I've always been this person that is being passionate about working with teams. So when I heard that, oh, a product manager don't work alone, I was like, amazing. And I also got to know what a product manager is not, and the difference between a product manager and a project manager. Thank you. That was what I learned.
Okay, that's a good feedback. I love that. They're able to understand that you are to work in a team. Okay, cool. All right. So if let me just say that if you have been dreaming to have your space, you like to be alone, you like to, do your thing, you don't like to go out, you don't like to, maybe software engineering will do for you. However, you can't develop that product alone. Okay, though you might want to work alone, coding, working on your codes, developing solutions that might require that you stay personally and work personally alone. But you see, for you to develop from the beginning, for your product to actually be something viable in the market, you need a team. So every product member, everybody that will actually work on a product will be in a team. So that's one of the things we emphasize as we go through. That's a good feedback. All right. Yeah, Mukhtar just messaged the group saying that he was not able to join yesterday live section. All right. So Samade Wale, so please go.
Uh, okay. So I hope you can hear me.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes. Okay. So the very first thing for me is an obvious truth that a product manager is different from a project manager. PM, you have to see PM. Like there are two different stacks. And I always love to conclude that one is boring and the other is very interesting because one is solution focused and one has to be bothered about both the solution and every other thing. Then and that thing is how that a PM is the driving pivot for every solution that comes out, whether intentionally placed or unintentionally placed. So I know of products that have been brought forth that nobody used a PM, but that role was played. So in essence, a product or product management is one thing that cannot be done without if a product would successfully go through its product life cycle without hitting final decline very early. And another thing that stood out for me was the part of reiteration, how that in product management, the goal is about satisfying the user. So there's the repeated need for a relook at the value that is being created or has been created. That's where we have versions of app come out and different iterations of different features. Yeah. So yeah, and I think another thing, one thing I learned yesterday was a feature manager, which is more like a more concise version of a product manager, where you're basically focused on a feature in a larger product. Yeah. So yes, that's one thing that stood out for me. Thank you.
Okay, so this gave me a hint that Sam is not just a newbie, right? That's cool. So you are in for a community where you can grow, where you can build products together in a team, and can be sure that a number of features can be shipped. Good, that's a good one. All right, so let me quickly, summarize all that we were able to learn yesterday. These are good points. Adelano, sorry, I think I asked you to talk. Can you just go? Yeah, you said you are in transit bar. Okay, so we don't want that noise. Maybe you can just chat, put it in the chat, but I can read out. Okay, do you understand? So, yeah, yesterday I was able to speak about how a product manager is needed on any product, and I said not just tech product. However, our focus is on tech track. All right. So, say you are releasing cocoa butter, you are releasing a cream, there is a product manager. All right, this product, do we need it in the market? That's the first place you must identify a problem. All right, and that's where ideation comes in. All right, so that's where you identify a problem you need to solve. So till the decline of the product, a product manager is in there. So Sam said that there are a number of products where there is no product manager. For example, recently there was an interview, that the co-founder, all right, of Telegram, granted, Pavel Durov, all right, and he's the CEO, right, but he's a co-founder. He's a co-founder alongside a number of them, okay. So he himself, right, is the current product manager. In short, he has been the only product manager on Telegram, what's it called, team. So he's the only product manager. And when I saw that interview, I was like, whoa, how did you do that? But you see, based on a number of strategies, I saw that he uses agile strategy for his product. However, we discussed that in an advanced class. But you see, I was awed, I was shocked, like, how was that possible? Like, how would you just be the only product manager on your team? And he has 30 engineers, okay? I know when he was asked the question, how were you able to manage this team? No HR, okay? They had no HR in their team. But you see, there was a structure for recruitment, right? He spoke of hackathons where they go to, and from there, thousands of engineers will come in place, will come on board, and you see, from there, they start, streamlining them to the best of the best of the best that can work without supervision. All right. And so he as a product manager. So there is no way a product will be released, even when you don't categorically say this is a product manager, the role of a product manager must be played. However, if it's not done, that product will be a wish wash, because somebody can just come up and say, Have you not seen certain persons, people who are engineers, we see certain persons who will say, I have this idea, very hot. In short, I was praying when this idea came, hot, super, super idea, no, with sweet mouth. And you ask them, okay, how do you think you want to execute this? Yes, I need you as a developer to go through it. And when you see, Oga, this product is not going to sell. This product, we need to carry out research. Even when you think this product is going to capture Gen Z, yeah, you are sure. And you see, by the time the research is done by the product manager alongside the research team, they'll come to see that, boy, this product might have sold, say, if you had launched it 10 years ago, but not now. All right, this is not where the world is going. And you see, certain people can also come and say, I have this idea where let's use AI. Let's use AI. I can see that you use AI for this. And you sit down and say, okay, what is your market cap? What's your market target? Who are you targeting? And at the end of the day, you see this idea is not going to go anywhere. But you see, some of them have the money. All right. So they have the money and they want you to just come, and come and just, they want to spend the money, right? All right. So I said today we'll be looking at certain products, all right, that were, that were at a point launched, right, and that they are no more, right? So we'll be looking at a number of them as we conclude the class. All right. So let me point out one of them to us. Okay. Let me share my screen so you can see that. All right. Okay. So when you see my screen, please let me know. It's coming up now. All right, so can you see my screen, guys? I need somebody to respond. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right, so these are numbers of products launched by Google, and tonight, at this point, they are now called killed by Google. That is, these were products released by Google, and they are no more. They are no more in the market. They are on the shelf now, right? Or we can say they are taken off the shelf, right? They are no more in the market. They've been, withdrawn from the market. One of them is Jamboard, right? Okay. So it was over 7 years ago. Jamboard was over 7 years ago, all right? VPN by Google was launched in 2020 to 2024. Then you want to ask a question, okay, that it was just killed 3 months ago. Just 3 months ago, Google withdrew this product from the market. How many of you know VPN by Google? By Google One? How many persons? I don't think I know. I didn't even hear about, but I heard about Jamboard at a point. I knew Jamboard at a point, right? Okay. So Jamboard was a digital 4K touchscreen whiteboard device that allowed to collaborate using Google Space service, just like you have your Google Drive. All of the Jamboard was also a tool used by Google, all right, to for scribbling, just like you have your whiteboard, all right. Yeah, at a point I know about Google Podcast, killed 5 months ago. So that means Google also launched this product, and at this point they are no more active. Okay. Google Domains, yeah, I used Google Domains at a point. I used it last year, 2022, 2023. I used Google Domain. Okay, Google Cloud, IoT, Internet of Things, all right? So this was a wave at a point, Internet of Things after COVID, all right? It became popular, right? But Google killed it 1 year ago, all right? So YouTube Stories, yeah, we were talking about this yesterday. YouTube Stories was killed, all right, by Google, killed about 1 year ago, right? So you see, these are a number of products launched by Google itself, and Google is a Fortune 500 company, one of the top companies in the world, and yet they had product released and what? Withdrawn. All right, so that means anybody can launch a product and the product is not going to sell 1 kobo. So it's not enough to have an idea saying this is a big idea. Wow, this is going to be massive. Forget that thing. Until you have your research. Imagine Google itself, almighty Google, releasing a product and they have to withdraw the product, meaning that there is no revenue generated. Nobody knows. In short, Google Chrome's apps killed 2 years ago, right? Nobody. YouTube Go. How many people? I think at a point I had YouTube Go on my phone. It came with my phone. YouTube Go came with my phone at a point. All right. So these are a lot of, what's it called now? Apps all right, or functions or features that were launched by Google, and Google itself had to withdraw them, a number of them, many of them. Okay, so you see, it's not enough to have an idea, right? In short, I didn't hear the word polymer before. Google Public Alert, I didn't hear about it. So, but you see, this is Google Crisis Map, right? It was killed 3 years ago, and yet we have Google Map still functioning. So it doesn't mean, so I believe that, this could have been maybe what's it called now, an upgraded feature on Google Map, and you see, it didn't bring in the revenue. People didn't get to use it. Google had to withdraw it. A product manager must know when a product is not doing well. In short, with personally, as a human being, you must have done one or two things that are not good, or that didn't go better, or you expected them to go fine and they didn't go well. You will not be, don't be too proud to say, I agree, I was wrong, it didn't go well, I take responsibility. That's what makes human. Human, right? We have weaknesses, we have shortcomings. You just must agree that, okay, on this product, we didn't get it right. It's fine. We withdraw it from the market. We take it off the shelf. All right. So these are the things product managers we not want to risk. You don't want to risk resources. Imagine you imagine, Google Go Link, for example, right? You develop it for 6-7 months. Your engineers were on board. They were paid salary. They were paying. In short, resources were disbursed, right? Materials and the likes. You bought some domains, all right? You bought some resources more. You hired, you even hired a number of vendors to join your team for the sake of that product, all right, or that feature. At the end of the day, 6 months, 7 months, and you got launched, and at the end of the day, nothing solved, nothing happened. You see, the product manager, after pushing one or twice, a number of, maybe hats, maybe launch and all that. So you just have to withdraw it. And you sit down and say, guys, this product didn't do well. It's not going to generate income. As you can see, nothing's going to happen. Then they withdraw it from the market. Take responsibility. Be sincere. So a product manager, that's why you don't want to gamble your company's resources. You don't just want to tamper with, just don't want to build product without taking necessary precautions. So we'll be discussing tonight, all right, how that, a product manager we do what we call product work. So let me stop sharing this particular tab, and as I take you through the next tab where we have our course material. All right, are you following this class? Is it engaging? Is it exciting already? Let me know what you think.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, cool. That's a good one. So I'm sharing my screen now. Yep. So today we'll be looking at day 2. My screen is coming up. Can you see now? All right, so we've done recap, 4 big risks. All right, 4 big risks. All right, so just like I was saying that, the manager, the CEO of Telegram, right, said he does that. The video is on LinkedIn. Okay, I saw it on LinkedIn. No product manager. He's the only product manager. He didn't deny that he's a product manager, but he said he's the only one, right? So you see, you need it. All right. Okay, so let's go. All right, we did it yesterday. We were saying that, your questions will still be on Slido, right? We'll communicate on Zoom, as tomorrow will be our last day of this bootcamp, and every video will be on YouTube, recorded video. So 4 big risks. I'm excited. So yes, in building and managing a product, the goal is to ensure that a product is valuable, feasible, usable, and viable. All right. So these are the 4 risks, all right, that your product is likely to face. All right. If you're launching a product, the question you want to ask yourself is that, is this product valuable? Okay. Will this product be feasible? All right. Will this product be usable? Then the next one will be that, will this product be viable? So when we are talking about valuable, right, it means that do people want to use it? Okay. Is it valued in the market? What you can also say, is it desired, right? Will people be willing to say, oh, I have costs to come back to your app to come and use? All right. You see, this is what I'm saying. For example, I was saying this, I said, this is not a financial advice. I said, if you have money, if you need to invest, Telegram is a good, app to invest in at this point. Why? There is a lot of reasons why people must use Telegram at this point. It is a valuable product, right? People want to use it because there is a reason you want to go back to it. People host calls, people now do game on it, right? So you must be able to tell if this product that is to be launched is valuable. All right. At this point, is to go valuable. Is there a reason for people going to go? For example, is LinkedIn valuable? For me, I check LinkedIn almost like, even not every 1 hour daily. All right. So LinkedIn is valuable to me. I want to go there. I want to go and read up content. All right. I want to go and see what are my colleague or other colleague are talking about on product. I want to expose my mind. Right. And for me, Duolingo is also valuable for me daily. I'm learning a new language. I've been doing that for over 150 days. I keep checking it daily. I don't miss, if I miss a day, I don't miss more than 2 days in a week. It's valuable to me. The next question you want to ask is that, is this product usable, right? Will they be willing to use? Okay, for example, okay, fine. We desire to use it. Okay, we come to a product. Say you come to a product, say you come to a fintech app, or you come to your Android phone, for example. Yes, you want to use Android. Oh, it's beautiful. People are using Android. And at the end of the day, by the time you try to navigate Android, it's not clear, right? You don't know you don't know where to get the contact to call your brother. You don't know where to, to press calculator. You don't know how, right? It's not usable, right? It's not endearing. You can the design is wrong. Everything is scattered, right? It doesn't appeal to you. It's not usable, even though you desire to use it. All right, you feel it can solve a problem, right? But you see, this is where you want to see a designer also come in. A designer must design something creative, something that is appealing. Okay, for example, look at my screen. You can see this beautiful design. All right, this slide you can see on my screen, it's clean, right? You can read, you see to your left, you see the content, you see the image to your right. Imagine it's all scattered. Imagine all my content is all, all lopsided. You can't really understand. You can't really grab, what I'll be teaching. You can tell that this guy's mind is scattered. He's not composed, no composure, right? No steez, isn't it? So when you see a product that you can't really find your way around it, it's not usable, then there are a number of products that they're facing that problem. You just see somebody come up and say, put the button here, put the call to action here, we'll use this particular code and all. See, but you see all scattered. All right, so it's not usable. Another thing is that, is it viable? Can we make money? Nobody builds a product for philanthropy. I don't know. Maybe Affair is going to build a product for philanthropy. I don't know. Maybe Godwin will do that. I don't know. Maybe Rachel, maybe Adelana, sorry. But you see, I'm not going to build a product. I'm not going to hire engineers, product designers, only for me to build a product for philanthropy. And at the end of 10, 20 years, I keep spending on it and it's solving problem for people and I will not make money from it. I don't know who does that. But you see, every product is to generate income or is to bring an outcome. There is an intention, okay? And you see, you can't build a product that's not going to bring you reward. Do you understand? You can't say you are running an NGO and at the end of 20 years, you're running an NGO, you have people living, say, for example, motherless home, right? At the end of 10, 20 years, there is no profit. Profit could be the changed life of those children. That satisfies you, all right? But you see, at the end of 20 years, nothing was done. They're not even profitable. They can't even be responsible for their life. They can't even rise as children that have now become parents that can also raise a community of good children. That is not profitable. So everybody who is releasing whatever product whatsoever you want to make money, all right? That's why you see that on Instagram, you can run ads, right? That's a feature. So that means we can so whenever we are releasing a product, there is a model where we can make money through it. For example, we are using Zoom. We're using Zoom workspace, right? Where there's no limit of 40 minutes. That means it is paid for, right? You need to extend your hours, okay, of hosting a meeting on Zoom. You must pay for premium, right? That cut across every product. For example, at a point now, people use I use CapCut a lot. All right. People use CapCut can tell that August now, July to August, now CapCut became heavily monetized. Things you can do naturally before now are now being paid for. Filters you can use, effects you can use, you have to pay, you have to subscribe. For example, the same with Canva. You have Canva Premium, right? We call it Canva, it's called Canva Pro. You need to use certain features, you need to pay. Every product must have business viability, right? So the other way is feasibility. Can we build this thing? Somebody comes and say, do you know what? I have this crazy idea. This thing is massive. Wow. Wow, it is Web 3.0. Wow, if it is built, you will be shocked. Like, wow, money will come in and all of those things and all of those and all of those things. But you see, all of these are you are just rumbling. The question is that how do we build? When you call a graphics, sorry, I'm saying graphics. If you call a designer, product designer, say, Oga, sit down, can you design this for us? Right? And the guy said, this idea is not even making sense. I can't wrap my mind around it. Okay, it is not usable. I can't even design something concrete. And you call your engineers and say, guys, this is a crazy idea, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, okay, as much as innovation keeps coming up each day and time, right, as man, evolve, as man grow, right, but we can't still wrap our mind around it. So it's not a feasible product. We can't build this thing. Okay, so because that's why you don't work alone. You can't come and say, I'm a product designer, I'm a product manager, sorry. I have ideas. Let's do this. I can tell that this thing will eat market and we knock off MTN and Glow, right? We knock off Airtel. We knock off many of these guys. I'm having this crazy idea about telecommunication. And you're coming with your big idea. And you see, your engineers are saying that, how do we build? So these are the things that these are the 4 risks a product is exposed to. All right. That is why you now need a product manager to manage every of these 4 aspects, and you're able to cut your risk and you're able to decide for something that will be profitable at the end of the day. So your labor and resources of your institution will not be in vain. Another one is product development process. All right. So now we have come to a point where we are saying, okay, there's an idea. How do we go around it? How does it become a product? How do we, design? How do engineers work on them? How do we launch? You see, there are 4 stages also, all right? Feature, opportunity, validation. The feature there could also be product, all right? It means that there is a particular feature, and I was given an example of how that WhatsApp gives you access to add 2 phone numbers. Say, on your WhatsApp account, you can add 2 phone numbers. Okay, so you can just switch, just like you have your IG account. On my IG, I have 3 accounts, all right? I'm running on IG, all right? I just switch, and then I get to my first account, I switch again. I don't have to log out and log in. I don't have to put my password again and again. Just switch, just the same way for Facebook, all right? I think my Facebook, I had like 3 different accounts, okay? So what am I saying? I'm saying that, you have to come and say, there is a feature we want to add to a product, okay? So this feature itself, we have to have a team of product team, all right? And Amla spoke about that the first day. We want to have a product team for this particular feature. That's why companies like, Android, all right? Companies that's companies like, iOS, right? That is Apple. They want to come about, okay, we are releasing this feature, right? We want to have, for example, Facebook now, as small as you want to revamp or you want to redesign reels or stories on Facebook, there's going to be a product because it's a big company. They can have like 1,000 product managers on their team, can have 2,000 product designers. All right. It's a big firm, it's a big institution, right? And that's why you are shocked. I was shocked that Telegram can have just 1 product manager. All right. But he said something. He said they are the best of the best of the best engineers that have worked again and again on so many projects, and they are the best of the best. So one is misbehaving, another opts on it because they have enough of them who has gone through their hackathon. So you can tell that these are people who have worked in product teams again and again. These are not just newbies, all right? Because You can't tell me I don't know how to fix this as an engineer. No. The CEO, who is the product manager, we up on you, we chase you down, all right? So you might lose the job. So it's not a job where you will be micromanaged that, oh, you've not done this, oh, you've not done it. It's a big institution, all right? That's why you see companies like Google have thousands and thousands of product money. So you can check them on, recently I was given an assignment to, I had to go and search on LinkedIn, all right, product managers at Google. You can see a number of them, all right, on LinkedIn. So you just want to connect and see all of these people. So another one is feature design. All right. So you have successfully, validated a problem. Okay, you've done your research. All right. You've worked with the research team. All right. Everybody sat down, your CEO or your stakeholder. All right. And your team already sat down. Okay. That is the product designer was in a meeting with you as a product manager. All right. The research team are with you. All right. The sales team are with you. All right. All of the teams, everybody, stakeholders came and sat down. So you call them, product stakeholders. All right. So which will also include whoever has the idea, maybe your company CEO, right? Maybe your chief technology officer, CTO. All of you come together, you sit down. Then they are saying we want to release a product, a feature. All right. We want to add reels. All right. For example, Telegram came about what? Stories. All right. So, or what we can also say maybe reels. So say you're saying that, okay, we want to add a feature on Telegram where we can have Telegram stories. They will all sit down after weighing the risk involved. Okay, what resources will be needed? All right, after they've done the research in the market, is it a viable product, right? Is it a useful product, right? Is it a product that is desirable, all right? So once they've gone through those 4 stages, then they want to start to design. So then a designer come on board, product designer start to design, all right? And they also will not work in isolation. They keep designing, all right? There'll be continuous meeting. That's why yesterday we spoke about iteration. It will still be done here. So you go through that process. There's a strategy for that. We call it agile process, all right? It's not just something you do, say, okay, we are done doing validation stage. Then the next thing is that we'll just go and design. We'll give you 3 weeks. Then the next thing is to develop that developmental stage. No. As you are doing the feature design, everybody comes back again to check. So as you transfer it to feature development, there are still things to change and all that. There still will be need to change the document. So it's a whole continuous process until the product gets to the launch. So these are the product phases, all right, phases of development of a product. So a product manager will do all of this work and his hand will be dirty. So it's not a job for a lazy folk saying, I just want to chop tech money. No, you got to work. All right. So the next one would be, okay, so this word now explain, right? Opportunity validation is the process of redefining what problems you want to solve and for whom. Okay. The opportunity validation phase of the product development process is all about the discovery of new opportunities and vetting whether or not building the product makes sense. So you want to be sure it makes sense. Does it make sense? This product, will it be used? For example, when Google released YouTube Go, right? They must have thought about it. Oh yeah, it's going to do this massive and all that. At the end of the day, there must be a problem solver. As I said, you must own up. Product manager, you must be ready to take blame, own up, take responsibility, no shifting of blame. You have to own up. Is a role where you are responsible. Is a role where you must put on your thinking cap. Is a role where you must not slack. Is a role where you research again and again. What are my competitors doing? What should we do? All right. That's why you see this guy, Mark Zuckerberg. This guy is always, I say this guy is a terrible guy, he's a terrible businessman. What is X doing? What is Twitter doing? He wants to do it. What is, TikTok doing? He wants to do it. TikTok came and, swayed everybody in the market. TikTok came and brought in video and people were like, whoa, it disrupted the market. All right. But you see, this is a work of a product manager. He must have seen a loop, must have seen a problem. All right. And it's like, okay, how do we solve this problem? All right. And having done research, there must have been researches upon researches again and again to be able to decide and say, we are releasing this product. Another one is the design, right? Another phase is the design. Product development process. So you design it. During the design, there will be divergence. Okay, there'll be divergence is when everybody comes with ideas. Okay, team ideate and brainstorm all the possible solution idea for a given user problem. All right, so how do we design? Should we put our body to the right or to the left? Okay, when, for example, when you open your WhatsApp, the first thing you see is what? Your interface. Okay, you can decide to say, okay, whenever I open my WhatsApp, the first thing I want to see is calling, the call button. Right? At a point, yeah, I remember at a point, WhatsApp rearranged those things. I'm like, Oga, you people, it's like your product manager is confused, right? Because obviously they must have listened to feedbacks, all right? That why did you change the button? Right? Chat was supposed to be at the first, first thing I must see. Maybe you put the chat. So there was this time where, WhatsApp just rearranged everything. People reacted. Okay, I don't want this. Doesn't make sense because the human mind is already used to a certain thing, and at a point, WhatsApp just changed it. People reacted, and it's the role of a product manager. All right, when you hear feedback, all right, from the customer service, people start calling in, right? They start reporting there's a problem, there is a bug, this is not happening, this is then there is going to be a feedback. Then they all sit together and say, okay, designer, can you shift this button from here, put it here? The same thing with a bank, a fintech app. Okay, there's just a day where everybody keeps calling. Customer service is receiving more calls, and they're like, what's happening? They say there's a bug. Okay, so the engineers are called, the product team comes together. What happened? Is it front-end bug? Is it back-end bug? Is it what? So the design, we require a number of ideation. Should we put it here? Will it be better if we put it there? Different ideas. Then you come to a point where everybody will now come to align those ideas. There'll be a convergence of priorities now. There'll be test upon test. There'll be a refining of solutions. The ideas will now be narrowed down. Then you say, we'll stay with this particular idea. All right. Then there is now going to be approval of the design. And because it is now aligned, everybody now say, we go with this design, then go ahead and design. So after the design is done, it is transferred to the developer. So UI UX is done, product design is released, all right? So we know that, okay, do the backend this way. So then we go to the what? Opportunity validation, okay? Opportunity validation is the process of defining what problem you want to solve and for whom, okay? Who are we solving for? Okay, we've covered this. I think that's a repetition. Then developmental phase. Yeah, that was a repetition. So developmental phase is when you now transfer this product to the engineers. All right. So developmental phase focus on the process of executing on a product or feature that has been designed. So it has been designed by the product designer. That's why on this track, right, you have a product designer track. So you as a product manager, you are interacting with every stakeholder on your team. All right. After you validated your problem, the next thing is that you get designers to design. Once they design, they don't design in isolation. They don't just design something and the developer says, Oga, what you just designed can never be possible. All right. We don't have buttons to the left. Okay. We don't have our menu, all right, to the right. Okay. We don't have our hamburger button to. So there'll be a lot of discussions, a number of times there might be altercation, there might be situations where they're like, I'm not agreeing with your idea. But you see, that's why these are divergent processes, divergent ideas, okay? And at the end of the day, they come together. So once that is done, because the developers were in the process of design, they spoke together, everybody got feedback, then it will be easy to develop. So mapping your team refers to the process of determining the work to be done and who will do it. So you start aligning, assigning jobs, saying, okay, back-end guy, you go and do this. Front-end guy, use this solution. Let's use this tool. Let's connect with this API. So that's why I said in a number of times, you have to study wide. Okay, that's why I said your idea, where you're coming from is never a problem. Okay. So whether you are a marketer, whether you are a biology teacher, it doesn't matter because you can go and study. Why? As I said, one of my interests is what? Self-development. Improve your skill. read well, study well, okay? Then you're able to come about solutions for yourself. So say there is, I remember at a point where I had to go and study about API. I had to go and download courses on API, study around it because, while I was studying, when I was doing my C# journey, I had not gotten to API when I stopped. Okay. But you see, I had to go and study. So you don't just, your engineers are not talking and you are looking like a dummy. You don't know what they are saying. All right. And once they see that you don't know what they are doing or what they are saying, they start giving you a problem. Engineers can frustrate a product manager. Write it down. Once they know that you don't know, they don't have idea, they will start they whine you, right? So execution is the structured approach to development that turns a design into a launch-ready feature. So you've designed, the designers are the ones that, the developers, engineers are the ones that will turn your design into something, I don't want to use the word organic, that's something living, it comes alive. It's not just a graphics, it's not just an image, it's not just a button, it now becomes responsive. All right, so you can now fetch data from the front end to the back end. All right, so API can now draw data from the back end to the front end. So that can now be looping. All of those things will now happen because the developers, the engineers made it happen. Then risk management refers to the actions that occur in parallel with both preparation and execution to manage risk and unanticipated roadblocks to keep project on track. So all of these things are also done by developers because you don't want to develop a product that, like a fintech now, say there's a problem. So where you're supposed to use an array of figures, right? Say you're supposed to write 1 + 1, right? In development phase, you are supposed to. So say somebody type 100, that is 100, right? Plus 100. On a normal day, doing calculation, it's supposed to give you 200, right? So, but you see, if there's a development error, engineers did an error. Instead of saying 100 plus 100 to be 20, you say 100 plus 100 is going to be 10,000. There was a situation like that in one fintech app. All right. In short, there was one I know of that, an app was developed for loan, right? When you press send, for example, say you are sending money to a friend or a family member. So when it says send, naturally you send once. But you see, somebody somehow got to know that there is a bug or an issue with the app. So got 4 phones on the same account and we say send at once. And the 4 accounts will send money at the same time. So there was a bug, started sending money, crazy money out of the account. It was, loan. It was collecting loan with the same account on different phone, different gadgets, right? I think I learned that, is it 1 million, 2 million? The guy carted away, but it was gotten somehow. He was a student, right? So, or let me say he's a student. I don't know whether he has graduated, but what I'm saying is that there was a bug, all right, a risk that exposed the institution, the fintech institution. These are the issues, right, that developers, everybody we check and check, all right? So the next phase you want to see is the launch of the product, right? Product has been developed, now we want to launch it, right? A product manager is still going to be on the job. It will work with other stakeholders like the marketing team. All right. In short, in big companies, there's something called product marketing manager. All right. So a marketing manager. So there are certain things he is also exposed as per strategy of launch. All right. Working with the product manager. All right. And they have to push out. So launch coordination is the planning of how and when the team launches a product or a feature. Performance evaluation is the work of determining what metrics will be measured and how this metric will be assessed to evaluate performance. So at the beginning, while you are developing your product, you want to tell what success is for you. Say, okay, at the end of 3 months, you want this product to be able to generate a traction of 3,000 users. For example, this bootcamp now, there is a success that we want to receive. There's something we call success for. Okay, at the end of this bootcamp, for 4 days, the team at Builder Studios wants to have this level of, say, number of registration, say this level of attendance, okay, people were able to attend at the end of registration. Then at the end of the day, we want to be able to say, okay, after the end of this program, this boot camp, we want to have, say, 20%, 50% from each track who are able to also, move on to becoming profitable, to becoming, better product manager, better sales tech person, better engineers. All right. We want to be able to define what success will be for us at the end of the product of this program. The same way, a product manager and his stakeholders must have defined what success will be for them. How do we tell that what we have developed is successful? There must be a metric, right? So we want to be able to tell by data figures that, oh, it's a successful launch. After 6 months, after 2 years, there is a metric that must be defined from the beginning before the product is launched. All right, so post-launch communication is the work of determining which stakeholders will receive updates about the impact and performance. So a product has been released now, and then we want to be able to tell that, oh, post-launch communication. So we found out that there is more traffic in taking loan in our app. People want to take loan more, right? People want to use our POS more, right? People like our game more. Say, for example, on Telegram, there's a game people like. You can say, oh, I want to play this game better. Sorry. So you want to just work with that better and more. So these are the post-launch communication. So as long as you launch the product, you don't just fold your hands. All right, to see people complaining that, oh, this button is not pressing. All right. When I press this thing, it's not giving me feedback. It's not giving me a response. There will be feedback. Then the product teams keep working. That's why I say it is iteration. It is continuous. It's a cycle. It's a process. That's why you call it product development process. So it's not just a one-way thing. It goes around and comes around until the product is no more useful in the market. Then we are saying, okay, I think it's time. That's why do you think iPhone keeps releasing every year, every year, every year? They have something to add. That's why you see certain iPhone product, maybe say iPhone 12 and iPhone 13, maybe iPhone 13 Lite and iPhone 13 Pro Max. You are like, it's just little feature, no feature, no, just small differences. Like, maybe the camera, maybe the zooming capacity, maybe the storage. You just want to see that it's a small, small differences, right? These are the feedback people receive that, oh, I wish this thing has this thing, just like Samsung has it. So the product team receive that feedback, they work on it, they release again, they go again. So if there's no day, I remember when I started my product management, what's it called now, process, I was told that, as a product manager, you like problem. Everybody on this team, can you say I like problem? Let me just see your feedback. Say I like problem. Or mute yourself. Say I solve problem for a living.
I
I
enjoy
saw
problem.
problem.
Yeah. Say you like problem. Say it, people.
Enjoy problems.
Yeah, you solve problem, you must solve problem. You like problem because whether your product is giving you problem, your team will give you problem. The stakeholder will give you problem. So you see an engineer come and say, no, let's do it this way. No, so you must be able to grow capacity to manage people, right? So those are the things you need as an arsenal to be a product manager. A product has just been launched. That's why you see people complain that no, we don't want this anymore. You see feedback, you see complaint. That's what people on Twitter. They will say, why on net did Instagram had this feature? Who sent them? Why on net? Why did Mark Zuckerberg again added this feature? It's a total nonsense. We don't need it. All right. You see responses that when people start tagging Meta, people start tagging their founder and say, who beg you? Who sent you? Right. At the end of the day, they eat people's responses online, social media platform, complaints, and then they change and switch again. All right. So those are the things you encounter post-launch communication. You must communicate. You didn't just launch a product and say, that's all. I'm good. We are successful. We are happy now. We are going global. No, it's a continuous cycle. All right. Another one here is yep. Yeah, we've gone through this, yeah. Validation. So we want to say product work now. What's product work? All right. Product work. All right. One of the things you must understand is that product work at Meta, that is Facebook, is not the same product work at Google. The same thing at MTN is not the same thing as Airtel. The product work now, that is their thinking, their ideology, what they want to achieve, right? That's why there must be a success metrics, right? There must be something that tells that at the end of the day, oh, you were profitable. Oh, this is a profitable deal. Okay, you have done well. There must be something that communicates that. So you don't want to look at your competitor and the next thing is that, we wish we are doing this thing. No, that's why one of the reason bias, right? I have my personal bias. I don't like Mark Zuckerberg for that. Like, guy, what's your strategy? For example, in Nigeria, we know Biggie now. Biggie drink, Biggie cola, Biggie apple, Biggie what again? That was time Biggie tamarind. Is there still tamarind in the market? Hello, anybody?
I think that knows that one. I never heard it. But I knew Biggie Lemon.
Biggie
In fact,
lemon.
was my best Biggie drink.
Wow, is
Not
this
that
still in the market?
I have not seen it in about a year now.
Okay. Okay. How many people know Biggie Tamarind, please? That drink.
What's the
Kai.
color?
Looking like it looks like coffee color, like brown, like it's light. It's not, you can't really say it's like Coke, it's not having the color of a Coke or a cola. No. It's like brown, as in it has one funny taste. So you see, those are product launches, right? So then you want to see that there is a way Coca-Cola thinks, right? Yeah, it's not in the market anymore. Yes, tamarind is not. I know that for sure. It tastes funny, right? There is this other one that tastes like, like acid. Sorry for spoiling big. I don't like biggie. Biggie is
Okay, is it not soda?
maybe soda. I don't know. Biggie is a funny product for me. Just like, Mark Zuckerberg also comes around releasing things that his competitors are releasing. Like, there's no strategy for you, guy,
But you
right?
know that Biggie actually has products that are amazing.
What do you say?
I said, you know that Biggie, they actually have products that are amazing. Example, Sosa
Okay.
or wasn't it Fearless.
Okay.
They make those products, though. The same right makes all of these products. Like Rice is the mother company. They make the sausage. So I
Yeah,
just like maybe they're trying to copy in those aspects, but they also have amazing products and they don't have exact competitors for.
exactly. So you must be known for something. We want to be sure that we want to see your blueprint. All right. This is who you are. We know you for this quality. And we just want, for example, there is this drink now. Oh, this fruit wine, Pure Heaven. That wine now is in bottle. Just this week, I had to go and get the bottle. I'm like, whoa, the can. It used to be all this wine you go and present to your father-in-law. If you are going to say hi to your father-in-law for the first time, you go and buy them. They are Christians, right? You want to go and give them something. You buy those things, it's bottle. But you see, they also come to a point where they have to do the can, but it's still the same quality, the same Pure Heaven. All right, that's the wine. But you see, somebody today did
They even
Pure
have
Heaven.
two variations of that kind of wine.
What
There's
is
the
it?
slimmer. So they have two variations. There's the slimmer can and the regular
And
shot. Just like Coke
yeah,
has those two variations. Yeah,
yeah,
I got a pack of it recently.
cool.
And it's just like slight price difference.
All right. So when are you sending my own to me? You got a pack, Abba. Just you?
I finished sharing it. It was for somebody's birthday actually.
Uh,
Let's even give back the last one. I think it was on Sunday because I had the first
and I'm talking on Friday. When are you getting that one? Okay. So you see,
one. Pray about that.
yeah, thank you. So I will come. Who's talking? Please let me know so that I know who to go and hold by the neck.
It's Sam. Don't worry, I'll send that for that.
Cool. That's good. All right. So you see, yeah, just like I said, market strategy. There's no strategy, right? You want to launch a product, there must be something we are known for, right? So I feel personally I have this bias against, Mark, like guy. All right. There's a product work each company must stay with. That's why you don't see people. So when you know your competitor, there is always an hedge, right? What's differentiated from the market. So now when you now have a product team, right, you will have to work with them. However, there will not be no conflict. One of the conflicts you will see is a lot of versions, low scope, okay, incomplete experience in the product. You see people coming up and saying, this is what we want to get done. Your CEO is saying, this is what I want to get done. I saw my friend, I went to his hospital, there's this app he's using. Can we also have that app? See people coming up with funny. Those are the things you need to deal with as a product manager. So these are the things you go through. So another thing is a focus on shipping new features over success. Exactly. Now you see, there is something you learn better as you grow as a product manager. That's your CEO, right, or your manager, the owner of your founder, right, the owner of your startup comes and say that this is what we want. You as a product manager, that's why you must be so robust, you must be so experienced that you can stamp your feet and say, okay, I understand this is what you want to do. However, anybody can develop wish-wash product. Google, as almighty as they are, develop rubbish product. Many. In short, in that, let me check the number of products they've killed. I think they've killed more products. Oh, I think I saw 140 something, 147 or so, or 174. So meaning that product, look at Google, releasing product and then they have to take it off the shelf, right? So, you have to be able to stand your feet and say, sir, Oga, we are not just going to ship a feature. We don't just want to add a new feature, right? What is the success rate of this thing? How sure are we? Have we done research? Do people want this? All right. Or we are just going to waste resources. That's why they employed you. Your boss employed you, or you are working on a team just because you want the real product to go well, to generate income, to make more money. If not, resources will be wasted. At the end of the day, they will be query the product manager, but that's what you are paid for. You know better. You have experience now. You have 6 years experience, and me, I'm just the CEO. Blah blah blah. Some of them travel far and wide. They go to nations, and the next thing is that they want to replicate the same idea here in Nigeria, or you are working with an international company or institution and all that, and you are a Nigerian, and then the next thing is that they are doing this, and you're like, you don't have idea. No. Okay, so success of all product effort is measured by a single metric. Okay, all right, so you must be able to measure product effort, right? All right, success of a product, how do you measure? Right, there must be a metric for measurement. So work is bogged down in technical depth, or a team is busy constantly fighting fires. All right, you will have to solve that problem too. You will encounter situations with developers, designers. Okay, then the sales team are saying that no, this product, forget that thing, it's not going to sell. And you're like, no, there is a market for it. That's why you don't develop, you don't come by an idea, you give it to designers, you give it to the developer, and when it is done, then you now say, so come and sell this for us. Go around institutions, go and pitch for them, go and sell our product. They don't even know from the beginning what is the idea of the product. Who are your target audience? They start working now. Start telling them, okay, you go to this place, go and sell, go to bank, walk into the street. No, it's not done. They must be in the process from the beginning. So these are problems. These are situations we face daily. MVP terminology is used as an excuse to cut time and scope from project. Yeah. So people will call them, minimum viable product. All right. Say that, you want to release, for example, Telegram started as what? As a messenger, right? One of the features they came with them was that you're able to send heavy files, right? You can send 2 gig through Telegram, but WhatsApp is not able to send it. Okay, WhatsApp will tell it's too heavy when it's more than 16 MB. Telegram came and gave us that feature. Everybody, once I want to send a file, I want to send, what's it called now? Encrypted files, all right? The next thing is, I will say, send me your phone number that is used for your Telegram. I'll forward it to you because it's heavy, right? I remember one time I needed to send Easy Worship to somebody, all right? I just went to Telegram, send it. It was 5 gig, okay? So you see, these are uniqueness, right? But you see, Many people develop products saying, oh, just put the minimum viable product there. All right, let's just release it. Fine. Is the product going to go through? Is it going to give us room to scale? Can it be scaled up later? Now you can see Telegram now is now what people now do for Messenger. People start hosting what classes, right? If I'm teaching people, if I don't need to use Zoom, I'll just use Telegram, right? Because Telegram will still save my recording free of charge. All right. Then I can still send to somebody, all right, as heavy as it might be. All right. They started improving, right? Minimum, all right, valuable, right, product, right? MVPs. They started adding features, right? Let's add this, let's say, but see, so many people use MVP, right? Just to excuse to cut time. They don't want to think. Okay, a product manager must think, must be able to, you can't just release a product and say what all that product is going to do is just to transfer every files like Telegram. Telegram can do it. Telegram has been doing it. Why should we use your own product? Don't just give us a feature and say it's minimum viable product I'm releasing. No, as much as you need it, fine, to test the market, all right, to check, okay, your first time users, okay, are you going to use this? Check it out. But that's not an excuse not to develop something critical, something concrete and robust, right? That's why so many products in Nigeria are not flying, because many product managers are lazy. It's a real work. So a product manager is not just a Nigerian person. It's exposed to the whole world. All right. So I will run from here now. Teams uses a technology because it is cool, not because it is relevant. Some people want to use AI now. Some people want to use augmented reality. People want to use virtual reality. People want to use blockchain. Oh, let's build a product. We use blockchain to code. Why? Is it needed? Okay, so these are the problem. These are situations a product manager will face again and again. Why do you want to use a solution? Why do you want to use blockchain? Because it is Web 3.0. Why not use JavaScript? Okay, why not use Java? Why? You must be able to tell. You must be able to know, because these are the situations you will face daily. These are the product situations you go through. Success of a product of effort is measured by a single metric. Okay, I think this is a repetition there. So let's go to the next one. Yeah, so product work also, things you also face is that the life of a company starts with going from 0 to 1 on initial product market fit. There are fundamentally different type of product work which require different tools, processes, skill set, and success metric. I say you must be able to define what success is for your product. Feature work means what? You're able to create a feature, right? Right. So a feature, that means like I was saying, an app can decide to say you want to create a feature where you can do you want to put call through. You want to, for example, WhatsApp can come up and say you want to be able to do video conferencing on WhatsApp. Okay. At a point when WhatsApp started, we could only do one-to-one person calling themselves. Do you understand? One person calling one person. At a point, WhatsApp came and I can call 3 persons. All right. WhatsApp added another feature where we can do 4, 5 persons doing video call. Right. So these are features that are being added again and again. So we started by saying one-to-one calling. That is level 0. Then we went to 1 to 4 persons calling, level 1, right? Then we came to a point where we can do video, one video, a person to 1 person to 1 person to 16 persons on WhatsApp. That is what we are saying, 0 to 3. So there is feature work. There will be imputation of new feature. You have to add to it again and again. Keep adding to features so that till your product becomes so robust, right? Growth work, creating and capturing value by accelerating adoption usage by the existing market. All right. So you keep growing your product. You have more traction, right? More user, right? All right. The market keeps adopting whatever you are adding, right? You keep accelerating too. Yourself, you are also growing. Your product is also growing. You are, so for example, you are evolving the solutions you are providing. Okay, when you started, for example, when Google started, Google has what we now call Google Map, right? Then Google Map now give people access to say, okay, you have Uber, right? You have Bolt, okay? We can give you API now. You can also use Google Map. So you don't have to buy, you just have access, buy API and all that, have access to the backend and all of those things. So scaling now, product work, what you want to do is also that your product must be able to be scaled, right? You must be able to go through scaling. You want to just add more and more and more and more and more, right? Focusing on bottlenecks to ensure the team can continue to move forward, right? And take on new level of feature, growth, and product market fit expansion work. So you don't just want to say, we are BlackBerry, and they are saying that, oh, you can develop your BlackBerry such that it can be buttonless. And you're saying, no, this is what we stand for. No, you must, a product person, a product manager must be able to go through evolution. You must be able to shed off your weight, right? You must be able to put off old cloak. You don't just have to say it with the same thing. You must be able to evolve as much as, when I'm saying Biggie Cola now why are they doing that? As much as you want to evolve, right? Evolve with a strategy of quality, all right? And I understand market is market for people, right? Some people will take Biggie Cola every day, right? Biggie anything, Biggie app, Biggie, because what? He must have targeted that market that some people, for example, once it is hot, just give me something cool that is Biggie and it's just cheap, they just buy it. Obviously, they saw a market, but I said that's my personal prejudice, personal bias against that product. No, I want quality, I want value, I want something premium, right? You see, those are the things some people just want, some people are businessmen, they don't care about whether it's, forget that thing, money is coming, forget that thing, right? So that's what they want. And the product manager is doing exactly what the boss wants, okay? But you see, can those products scale? That's the question. Can they scale? All right. Can you decide to expand that market to Canada? Can it be expanded to Ghana? Can that same product survive when you take it to South Africa? Those are the things. Pepsi now, you see people like Lionel Messi becoming a brand ambassador for Pepsi. Why? Because these people can scale. They scale and came to Africa, all right? Coca-Cola scaled, and you can see them in almost every country. Why? Because what? Quality. They have strategy. Scaling work. That product is not a wish-wash, right? Okay, so product market fit expansion, increasing the ceiling on product market fit in a non-incremental way. Or I say at a point you were 2023, we do, for example, I checked the money point. Was it this year? All right. Let's check that. Let me share the screen so you can see that. Okay, money point coming so you can see money that is entering. These guys are damn rich. Okay. Income generated in 2023. All right, so let me share my screen so you can read this for yourself. And see, I know that money, when you have good products, money will come in. I'm seeing a number of new persons joining the call. Cool one. All right, so see this. Can you see my screen, guys? All right.
Yes.
So you can see that money point transaction rise to 182 billion. No, market cap transactions that has gone in and out, $1 billion in 2023. That's way, 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 way higher. All right, so MoneyPoint leads fintech. This was 4th of March 2024. Fintech along with Chinese. All right, in 2023, MoneyPoint reportedly recorded 5.2 billion transactions with over 150 billion. Right. So the process, so transactions as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 transactions, it was 5.2 billion transactions. When you send money, you receive money. All of the transactions equated to 5.2 billion movement, right? And at the end of the day, the market cap, right? What they even see in one, said a money point POS business is one of Nigeria's 2.8 million family-owned blah, 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 which brought in as much as 76.8 trillion in revenue in Naira now, in revenue. So you can see when a product is good, is good. When there's a strategy for it, there's a strategy for it. All right. Recently, I was studying some of the banks we have, UBA, Access Bank. See, Access Bank is not just in Nigeria. Access Bank is in UK, right? So all of those banks, they are expanding massively. They have branches, right? You see, UBA is saying that we are the United Bank of Africa. We're not just a bank in Nigeria. So you see, you want to see a product that is able to what increase the market cap, right? They're able to increase their reach. They're not just there saying that we are no. So your products, whenever you are thinking of product, you should be able to think of a product going beyond your scope, right? Your local environment. So increasing the ceiling, that is the benchmark on product market fit in a non-incremental way, that is, rapid way. That's also the work of a product manager. You design a product that, so that's why you know that there's always job, you get job. So it's not something that, there's no job for, no, forget that thing. That's why I said it again and again. Builder Studio is a place where you come together, work in a team, gain necessary experience, become robust, right? Work on products that are beyond Nigeria, work on, a lot of products that we can work on, that we should work on, that we will work on. Okay. All right. We analyze products, talk about the, product work they are going through at the moment. All right. What problem are they solving? What is their market target and all of those things and all the like. So those are the things we still cover in advanced classes. We've covered this, all right, scaling, all right. So, but it's just a better way to explain them, right? So growth work, let me just talk about growth work. Before a feature is built, you should be asking the question, how are users going to find out about and build a habit around this feature? Are they going to come back to it? We want to grow, right? We want to have traction. We want to have a number of users, right? Why should people come back? You want to ask yourself. I remember that, there was a product we were working on. We have the MVP already. And the product designer asked the same question and said, okay, guys, why should people use this product for the second time? Of course, people have need for the product, right? People have need to use it for the very first time. People need it. Some persons need it. We saw a market for it. But the question is that after the so-called first usage, will they come back? And we say, wow, that's a problem. For example, I was with a team today and they are talking about, they are selling luxury brands. And they said that majorly, many of their markets are the ages from ages 18 to ages 40. And they said even from 30 to 40 are just 1%. That the 99% are from that age 18 to age 29, right? 30 young guys. In short, they said G-boys, right? Those are the target market. But they said that many of them, they come once in 3 months. Some of them will come once in a year, once in 2 years. Why? Because there is no way to retain them. There is no way, because some of them magama cast, right? Sorry, let me say that in English. That is, when I say Jibo, I mean, internet fraudsters, Yahoo boys, right? For short, call them Yahoo boys. And this luxury brand said that, they are unable to get them to buy like frequently, say every month, twice a month. Normally people go to market and buy almost every week, every month. For example, now when you want to buy tomato, you buy almost every week or 2 weeks. Some people stock for a month. You want to buy tomatoes, you want to buy yam. There's a market for it again and again. But see, luxury brand, they're like, sometimes they don't come back. Sometimes they can't even keep their contact. You can't even tell where they stay. You can't even, because they want to be anonymous. They want to stay low. They just want to buy and go, right? Then the question is that these are your users, so to say, as a product. How do you want them to build habits? How do they come back? So what are the things you need to do, right? This is product work, growth work you must work on. How does this grow, right? So how are we going to grow this product? How do we become one of the Fortune 500? How do we want to become like, Tesla, right? How do we want to also grow like, name them, right? X, right? Okay. Growth product work creates and captures value by capturing more of its existing market. You want to target your audience again, your user more and more, right? People who use it, you want to engage them more. That's growth work. What are the things you are putting in place? It's still the work of a product manager. So, but it will work with a team, right? You are typically connecting customers to the value that already exists in the product rather than creating new value. So how do we get people to know this particular feature? How do they, for example, people use normal video call on WhatsApp. Hey, Alpha, hey, I'm in the market. What should I get for you? But you see, you want to thank you. So you want to be able to say, oh, you want to put out the awareness that, guys, you can't just, it's not just enough to do video call on WhatsApp. You can still do online class. You can now record your class. In short, at a point I said, I wish WhatsApp can make us record calls. Okay, you want to make them record their course. Okay, they're having classes online webinar. Okay, people are complaining that WhatsApp, why do you reduce quality of our video when we upload them? You want to let people, your market know, okay, WhatsApp product manager and teams want to say, oh guys, now you can upload videos on WhatsApp and the quality will be sustained. You're looking for a way. Who was that? You want me to remove you? So please, when you come online or something, just turn on your mic. It's distracting me. All right, so thank you. So, you want to be able to sustain your market, right? You want them to, you don't just want to keep adding products, add features, add this, add that. No, the ones you have on ground, how do people maximize and use them? The area of work known as growth has been on a roller coaster since the inception of the growth team at Facebook. Yeah, all right. Facebook keeps growing, right? I remember there was a tool somebody showed me and I went to check out when Facebook started. I'm like, what? Like Facebook was looking so poor. The design was so awkward. And that was some years ago, right? So you see, they keep evolving, they keep growing. Facebook keep growing. So I don't use Facebook anymore. Like I'm not active there. But you see, I'm like, this thing is even, I can't even tell which one, where am I going to press this? Where am I going to see this? Because they keep growing, they keep adding features, right? But see, beyond features, growth says that, people should be able to get value and maximize features that are already on your app, right? Scaling work, we've discussed this. As a product continues to accelerate in growth, new bottlenecks occur that slow down or inhibit the team's ability to ship new feature, right? And move quickly. This is where scaling work comes into play, right? There are issues now, there are so many things to fix, right? But you see, when your app is scaling, all right, it must be able, so when you want to scale your app from the beginning, you must factor in the fact that what solution we are using, all right? Are we going to face issues? Okay, for example, can such app or can such solution be able to go through innovation? Now that you're having Web 3.0, is it easy for us to port, right? Do we create room for it to go through innovation, or we are restricting its evolution, right? So those are the things. Scaling is important because it ensures that the product team maintains the ability to ship new things across future growth and product market fit expansion. So you want to create room for growth, continuous shipping, adding of new things. So it's not just rigid. All right, when you're thinking about a product idea, all right, when you want to say you want to manage a product, you want to develop a product, all right, so whatever you're developing is not just restricted, right? You're not just developing something that cannot expand, right? So those are the things. For example, there's this example of Neraland, all right? Neraland. How many people know Neraland? Responses, Neraland. How do you hear about Neraland? Do you know
I
Neraland?
know it.
Okay, Afe knows Neraland, but any other person that knows Neraland? Senorita, do you know Neraland?
Yeah, sure, I do.
Okay. All right. So Kenny, that's a good name. Is it Eniola?
Yes. Yes.
Do you know Neraland Bar?
Sorry, that thing is breaking.
Do you know Neraland?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello? Yes, I can hear you.
You know Neraland?
Nairaland, yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, so you see, Netherlands, all right, has not been able to scale up, has not been able to evolve. Any, please, can you put off your mic? All right, so Netherlands has been in that place where, you know, you see, you go back to the app and like, oh boy, this thing is still as old as we left it. Right, this guy couldn't come up with massive sweet features that can bring people down there again, and people still go there. But when I read articles on it, I'm like, it's awkward. This thing is not sharp, right? You want to go to a blog site, I want to read something enticing, I want to see colors that that'll be endearing, right? Those are the things that can make you to generate more income, right? People want to go back and check better, nice stuff there, okay? So you see, you must be able to build in and factor in the fact that you want to scale this product, all right? So that's your work. That's why you are as a product manager. You are seeing, for example, I saw people delivering child egg on bicycle, people delivering Glovo. I'm like, okay, so I was thinking around the thing. So immediately I took my phone, I was browsing around these guys. I was like, okay, I've seen Glovo before. So I'm sure I want to understand how they work and all that. So a product manager sees problems, sees situations, keeps thinking around it because you will need it. So your boss is talking one day, your employer is talking one day, and you just remember that, oh, I remember that this is a strategy used by Glovo. You just ship in that strategy. Like, how did you think about that? That's massive. That's sweet. And you just say, okay, you just grin. You just like, oh, give it to me. Yeah, give me that accolade. I need it. Yeah. But you see, it shows that you are not just a dormant thinker. You are thinking wide, right? You are exposing your mind to innovation. You want to know better. All right, so you want to see that a product can scale. So at the beginning, you factor in those things. Those are the things when you're developing a product. These are the major things you want to see. That also, can we expand our market? All right, a product with its initial product market fit (PMF), then through feature work. That is, as you add more feature to it, as you grow or say as you scale, the team works hard to fulfill and incrementally expand the potential of the initial product market fit. But at some point, growth of the product slows down as it hits some type of saturation. So you just see that, for example, now, I saw that POS that is distributed by MoneyPoint is massive. At a point, people will not collect it anymore. Market women will not take POS anymore because almost everybody in the market is going to have MoneyPoint, right? The POS at a point, because as they grow and grow, they come to a point of saturation. You must also factor in that thing, all right? How do you want to handle it? PMF expansion is increasing. The ceiling of PMF is a non-incremental way to expand into an adjacent market. So at the end of the day, POS is circulating the markets. You don't have people to give anyway. Almost everybody have POS now. The next thing is that will you cross your market? Do you want to get adjacent market? Do you want to look into another thing? Oh, it was POS. Can you look at another thing? What other solution you come back? A product manager thinks about these things. He ideates. All right, that's why you want to see what are others doing in Ghana. What are the products that are making fintech in South Africa? How do they do products there? For example, Uber is not just in Nigeria. Uber is in Dubai. Uber is in London. So you want to see what is done there. How is it done, right? So those are the things you want to do. Your technical must be up as a product manager, all right? So the next one, we are coming to the end, right? 4 types of product work. We've done this feature work, blah, blah, blah. All right, so questions, guys. Questions. Any questions? So you go to Slido. Okay. Go to Slido. Go and drop your questions. All right. Are you here? Everybody, are you here? Okay, cool. I want to be sure you guys follow through. Tara. Are you here? Are you here? Are you here?
Yes, we are here, sir.
Okay. Any question, please?
Bad woman. We are here.
We are
On the
here, sir.
road.
We are here, sir.
Yeah, they're on the road. Yeah, yesterday was for me too. I was on the road, Lagos traffic. So I start to up on buses as quick as possible.
Hello, coach. I think I would love to rewatch this so that I'll be able to drop my question later. Because I'm on the road, I will not be able to catch many things.
Talk.
You know.
Okay. All right. You can put it in the chat box because I'm not having access to the Slido at the moment. So, but then can go ahead. Okay. So what can you guys see on my screen, please? Let me know.
Questions.
Questions.
We are three questions.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's ensure that we are not going to be planning. All right, so I'm waiting. All right. All right, sorry. Can you just drop your questions here? Can you just drop it in chat? But let me just read from there. Quickly, so that we conclude. So we say we will not, we are time conscious, we are intentional. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I can see chats coming up now. Okay. Okay, I'm reading through questions now. Okay. Single metric. All right, so let me check my slide now. Okay, all right, so, yep. So it says success of a product effort is measured by a single metric. So you want to be sure that when you are solving a problem as a product manager, you have a need. So you are not just saying that our products should be able to do this, because at the beginning you want to have an MVP, minimum, okay, viable product. You want to be sure that, okay, we are, for example, I thought we were working on a product, right? And we asked, we did a research, all right, we carried out a research, all right, about what, you know, the pricing development, and you know, someone to sign some documents to say, okay, as long as the product is still in production, I'm not going to say stuff about it. But see, what we are saying is that, you know, we have to define our success as one thing. You know, you don't want to lump everything together. You don't want to say you are developing a product, okay, that can be used as communication. Then another times we want to just, you know, that same product we start, you know, going to transportation on the same app, you know, and we want to use it for flights. Do you understand? You are giving us so many things your product are going to do. They will tell you, Oga, this thing you are doing is dream. All right, just like, you know, we are Biggie Cola, right? But what we want to do is drink and want to do flight. I say, okay, on the same app, drink and flight. No. All right, there must be a single metric of, okay, how do you know this is success? Oh, at the end of the day, people are able to get refreshed, okay? And for the health, for when they take Biggie Cola for their health and refreshment. So you want to have a single metric. You want to have a focus. That's why I say you are not scattered. A product is not something that is, you know, everywhere. That's why you see persons like Coca-Cola, right? Persons like, you know, as long as Tesla has Tesla, Tesla is like a body, you know, an household name. At the end of the day, then you start seeing subsidiary. But see, let's know it for something. Dangote is an household name, all right? But Dangote has a product that serves, you know, for feeding. Okay, so that's why. So when you're dealing with as a business now, your business strategy also helps you to refine whatever product you are releasing. So what do you believe in? What's the policy? What's your belief system as a company or as an institution? So all of this will be refined together as a single metric. So you must have a metric for calculating your success. All right. So it says that after this and this is done, all right, once we have shipped this product, this is a success. So we are able to determine that, okay, at the end of this process, product work process, our success is this, that is the product is shipped. Do you understand that? All right. So okay, yeah, let me go back to my screen now. All right. So any other question, please? I guess we are cool for tonight. Okay. Is that like a central problem being solved? I didn't get that. Afe, please, can you unmute yourself and explain that? I didn't get that.
Yeah, the single metric you were talking about, is that like the main, like a problem that users can see this is the primary problem being solved?
Solving. For example, when you say that, what's the primary problem that is solved by WhatsApp? All right, WhatsApp might be distracted. If WhatsApp decides to be streaming football now, there is DSTV that streams football, so to say. So WhatsApp can say now, say, okay, I want to be streaming football. You can stream football on WhatsApp. Like, okay, Alpha, can you have a subsidiary of WhatsApp that we can notice? Maybe WhatsApp football. For example, WhatsApp, there's WhatsApp business. There's normal WhatsApp, right? But you see that it was not up clumped together, right? There's a central problem that you have solved. This is what you will know that business. So, because on WhatsApp business nowadays, for example, if I post on my status now, WhatsApp will tell me on WhatsApp business that I use that you can boost this and it will put your price there, 1,000 and something naira per day. Boost it, right? That thing can like, oh God, why? I'm not boosting. Those things can also not say to you, right? If everybody that does not have business with business, they see those things every day, they're like, what's this? Oh God, remove this thing. All right. So, but you see, WhatsApp separated, this is business. In business, you might see ads, you might see, money related stuffs, all of those. So that is it. So there must be a single metric that defines your success. This is success to us in this company. This is what we see as success, right? Some people, success to them is that, they are able to, so that's why some people, when you see their mission and vision of a company, so as sometimes the strategy on a product will still align, right, with the company strategy and belief system. All right, certain beliefs, some people believe that, business is business. They don't put humanity to it. All right, as much as they make money when people are suffering. For example, let me give you this. I saw HAP loan. I don't want to mention the particular HAP loan, and it's 33%. I'm like, this is mad. All right, this is crazy. Sorry, no, pardon my word. This is too much. All right, but see, they want to make money. They don't care. And at some other product to them, some other what's it called, fintech and loan app, once you owe them, they will come and drag you. There was one that was dragging somebody close to me and said that he's a fraudster, said he's a rogue. They sent us mail. They sent us text message. I'm like, how come? He said, don't mind them. I borrowed from them. Look at their own. So their own is that success to them is that as long as money comes in. And some people are saying that no, success to us is that according to our company's strategy and all that, all right, we will not mail anybody, we will not message anybody. All right. In short, somebody was telling me that he couldn't pay back. They had to tell him that okay, they will help him pay 75%. Well, it's a good thing. Let me mention the name Branch. Okay, Branch, loan app, fintech. So Branch said that 75% will be paid for you. Just pay back 25% of your loan. Don't worry anymore. We will help you offset your loss, your debt, right? But you see, some other bank will tell you forget that thing. So to Branch now, right? Success to them is defined as something else. It's not about they must make their profit. Do you understand? So success to on every product must be defined, and so a product manager works with it. So if it's, that's why you see, that's why when I said that, MTN and Momo, MTN is basically a telecommunication institution, while, what's it called now? OPay came as, is a fintech. In short, their fintech was not so pronounced when it started, but see, you can tell that now fintech now is OPay is a fintech, right? These are different strategies and all of those things. So does that make sense? Hello? I guess Afe is no more here, but okay, maybe network. All right, so any other question? All right. Yeah, if there's no question, any question, please, if there's a question, please unmute yourself and speak. If not, I will ask questions. Okay. All right, so caller the happiness. Is that a lady?
I'm here, sir.
Okay. Oh, that's the guy, right?
Yes, I'm a guy.
Oh boy, your picture is telling me you're a lady. Or is it I can't see well?
No, I'm kind of a model, so I
Oh,
needed to use
oh, cool.
the
So
bandana.
that means I was not deceived. I was seeing right, but maybe not. All right.
Not,
Okay. So
not clearly.
all right. So can you tell me two product work? All right. Or let me ask this way. Two processes that a product will go through. The first two.
My plan was to go back to YouTube to watch the video because I was late. Then the network is really breaking, so I'm just here to, like, if there are any other relevant contents I can learn before the class ends. That's what I'm here to do. So, but all the ones I missed, I'll go back to YouTube to go and watch all of them.
All right. Senorita, please go ahead. Are you here at all?
Yes, sir. I said can you hear me, sir?
Yeah. I'm saying Senorita now. I know that's Kolade Bar. Kolade have finished speaking. There's another person here, Senorita Ado Hair, right? I think I get it right. Can you unmute yourself? Or if you're not here, then let me call on Abdulhamid here today. You stayed true from the beginning. So tell us the first two, stages in the process of the product, product work. Like my students they are leaving me to work alone tonight. Abdulhamid, are you here? Hey. So tonight I'm a Liverpool fan. Good one. Kenny, right? Can you bail me out?
Sir, I'm back, sir. I think if you can hear me.
Okay, so right. Kenny, go ahead.
The thing,
Hello. I think I can hear Kolade good, but I want Kenny to talk. Are you able to talk or you are not here with me?
I'm here with you.
Oh, sorry, you've not been speaking.
Yes, because I'm on the road. So
Oh,
I'm trying to look for a place to stay, but one noise or the other. I'm here at the bus stop.
okay. So that means you might likely go through the video later, or were you able to get one or
Now,
two?
I did not even get, I will not lie, I didn't get anything. But I'm trying to, but seriously, the noise is just too faint.
It's okay. Sorry. It's happened. Sorry.
I thought I'll get one before the lecture. things will commit, but I cannot get boss on time.
Oh, sorry. So are you in Lagos?
Yes, I'm in Lagos.
Oh, I see. Sorry, it's a situation every day.
Yeah.
All right, Adela Nosora, please. I know you can bail me out now.
Good evening.
Yeah, good
Sorry,
evening.
can you say the question again?
Okay, I said that no product process, right? Can you just tell me the first two stages in the development of a product development process, right? When you're developing a product, there are processes to go through. Can you tell me the first two?
About the product work, because I'm kind of confused on the picture work and group work. Um, I say I got it.
Hey, okay. All right.
No, I did not.
You can get it well,
Okay.
right?
There's another one on my head now. Opportunity validation
Okay, good. That's number one.
and development. I think that's the first I remember for now.
Okay, okay. Yeah, you good. That's something. Thank you. Thank you for helping me.
I'm actually pretty, as you said, that I kind of. All right.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So yeah, I needed to get that feedback. I'm a trained teacher, and I need to be sure that my students are following, and I've not just wasted saliva. And a good one. I understand that network shot somebody's bouncing in and bouncing out. All right. So it's a good thing. And tomorrow, join this same time, 7 p.m. And Damola will be taking us through the conclusion on how that you can be profitable. How do you make money? Product management. How does it result in money making? Right. Those are the things you need to learn tomorrow. And please be open, make yourself available, right? And I would like to still hear from you again and again. And I'm not sure explain better things tomorrow for everybody to be able to participate, right, with Builder Studio. So see you guys. And let me stop my class right now, stop the recording. Okay. Yep. So I guess we'll meet tomorrow, right? By 7 p.m. Thank you, everyone.